just waiting to bloom. I'm just an average modern man to you, to you.
Raindrops. I won't range with new top. When I post a new stop, if I post my, I have the world like ooh ah. This right here, that new pop. Tape to make the move stop. I don't follow rules. I just break them and call.
Yeah, call me on my celly phone. Hate when you leave me alone. I don't like to Instagram. I don't like when you be out. I just want your fine home. I know exes hate me now. Can't date you, so they hate you now.
All I hear is raindrops. I won't range with new top. When I post a new stop, if I post my, I have the world like ooh ah. This right here, that new pop. Tape to make the move stop. I don't follow rules. I just break them and call my.
Baby, I don't like these boys. I don't like these cameras. I don't like the paparazzi. They remind me of the cops, the ops. You're right. Make sure that I do you right. Keep your up all night. Bedroom feel like fine night. Hold it, hold on tight. Baby, I right the do or die when I met you. It's alright, I don't die. I just wanna make your mind for the night, for my life. Live like twice on my ice. Move away like far away. Hold your hand, then we pray. Then you stay, then we fight, then I like, then I love, we conceive. Baby,
all I hear is raindrops. I won't range with new top. When I post a new stop, if I post my, I have the world like ooh ah. This right here, that new pop. Tape to make the move stop.
Headphones in. What I'm doing is I'm kind of stopping on any like draft pick because they're like international free agents and draft picks. That way people can see like their stats specifically. And then keep in mind we're also in spring training, so these aren't like, you don't have this many guys in the MLB. Yeah, this is season 2. So, like, this guy is a draft pick. He played in the college at Vanderbilt last year. And you've been seeing, like, the posts about college and all that. Hold up, what am I doing? Marrero. I basically do that so you can have a little bit of a scout, and it makes it fun, in my opinion. Because you get to see your player play a little more. It's funny because there was a Noah Parker in last year's class. The fact that the Yankees got Hader in free agency is kind of absurd. Alright, so I'm just going to explain how free agency works while you're here. So, free agency, I have cap off because cap just makes it really hard. And basically, each team gets to offer a certain amount of players. It's the same for every team. So, if you're active, you have the same amount of chance of getting players. For the White Sox, I tried to re-sign everyone. So how the re-signing works is... Hold up. Let's see. Is there... Yeah, contract extensions. You see, like, the role, he's got, like, a happy face next to him. That's worth 20 points. if you have 5 of those, it's 100. You get them automatically. You're gonna sign them. But if you have like a unhappy face, that's 5 points. The regular face is 10 points. It's percentages, and then I spin a wheel, and that's how I determine if you get the player or not. It's like the most fair way to do free agency, where we'll still have free agents. Yeah. Did he have Hammy in the pros? No, he didn't. Well, I'm working on it. Bradley, we're going to stop over all the creative players so they can get their stats if they really want to see it. This was an international free agent, Roberto Villar. Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to try this. No, you're a real guy. Hold up. I just started scrolling. I do that sometimes. Dude, this guy is so good. I watched him play, and he just smokes balls. Yo, if you know anyone in that league that wants to make a player, let me know. Could use some more players still. I just realized Quintero, both his players that he made are in the same division. Justin and Mateo. This guy's also CPU generated. Yeah, your player's still on Vandy. You'll be in the Season 2 draft. These are just Season 1 players that went through college, went through the draft last year. Fun fact, Bo Bichette hit for the Triple Crown last year in this league. 47 home runs, 127 RBIs, 327 average. He hit for the Triple Crown, and DeGrom got the pitching Triple Crown. Wins, ERA, and strikeouts. Yeah, not what I expected, but definitely interesting. Kind of cool, I get to say that Season 1 we had a Triple Crown. Joey Votto on Toronto. Here's a great player. Andrew Westbrook, TCU outfielder. I think he was at the bottom, so... Catcher Zach Britton. I believe this guy was a reliever for Vandy last year. This year we're going to put a cap on the draft timer too, because last year I was on vacation during the draft, so... Here we go. White Sox. So, we had a White Sox owner, he kind of quit. He did trade Dylan Cease, and he moved up in the draft, got probably the best shortstop on the board. So you don't have Dylan Cease, but you have a good shortstop prospect. If you want me to go position by position, I can do that too. Just let me know. This is the shortstop you got. He was the Silver Slugger for college shortstops last year at UNC. This guy was a reliever at Vandy. Steez. Tim Elko, Ole Miss legend. There you go, that's your team. Under the Guardians. Yes, sir. It's really annoying because the Rule 5 draft, I can't control every team, so they have Rule 5 draft picks, and then I have to release all the guys to free agency, because if I trade them, then they have to play in the MLB. So then I release all of them, I have to go to their original team and sign all of them. That was an annoying process. Coco Crisp Jr., center fielder, Vandy. Yeah. I'm just glad the transaction records their old teams, otherwise I'd be so screwed. This guy was the closer at UNC last season. Long reliever UConn. Catcher at Vandy. His brother is at Vandy now. Fun fact. Oh, I forgot Fido. Fido's a international free agent. So, hold up. Delgado. Yeah, if you have any other questions about like how it's run or anything, let me know. Royals are next, Bradley, if you're still here. Tigers got IKF. So mad I traded for him last year. I own Colorado in this league. Got hurt. Right. Hold up. Mice. IKF. Alright. See your team's next. Don't worry. I remember they got Alexander Edwards. I think he'll be a good player. I remember they got Blaze Hawthorne. I don't know who's the other draft picks they got, though. Diego Ramirez, UConn third baseman. You were not 13. I mean 18. You were 19, I think. Ryan Evergreen, TCU outfielder. Miggy. There he is, Blaze Hawthorne. He's there for his fielding. There you go. Max Muncy, your main free agent signing. He had 24 home runs, hit 233 last year. You wit 256, 9 home runs last year. Also got JD from the Dodgers. He hit 22 home runs, hit 260. How did MJ do? He didn't play much. Drew Waters. This is... I've done a few tests just to like see how fast players go to the majors. He's normally one of the first. It's gonna be good, I think. This is the international reliever you got. Relievers tend to be lower overall, so 69 overall is your third best reliever. So expect him to be good. This is the guy that you traded for Frank Moscato. Gavin Cross is a very good prospect IRL. Where's the rest of your draft picks? There. UNC catcher Benjamin Scott. Michael Turpin, LSU first baseman. Him and Falls kind of played equally. And then middle infielder, there for his fielding and contact. Hiroshi Nakamura. Reeds. I had to remove him from the 40-man or something. I don't know. Waivers doesn't matter because I control the team, so I control the waivers, and you'll get all your players back. Edward Julian, Jalen Reed, TCU pitcher. I saw Tony Walters debut in the MLB. In fact. Henrik Jorgensen, the UNC outfielder. TCU reliever. First baseman. Alright, see you, Bradley. Vandy first baseman for Maxwell Davis, that is. Willie Joe Gary Jr. Interesting name. Hold up. Benuelos. Alright, sounds good. See ya. Wait, Bradley, are you still here? Because you're about to see Eddie Pluto. Eddie Pluto is also one of the faster developing prospects in my tests. Here's Eddie Pluto. He looks so dumb. Brendan Bilek. Why did I think there's a guy on the Mariners that is kind of similar to that. I think it's Braden Mateo. They had Dylan Floro. They re-signed CJ Crone. Re-signed Tyler Anderson. Add Jose Iglesias. 268 home runs. Add Craig Kimbrell. 24 innings pitched. 375. Re-sign Urshela. They had a very good offseason. Add Colton Wong. 273, 20 home runs. International free agent Wilmer Pavia. I feel like, oh, Carl Jasmine, that's the other guy. There we go. Kazama, international free agent. Looks like he'll be the ace this year for this staff. Continuing. Devin Fitz, the ace from Vandy last season. The A's really stacked up on pitching in this last draft class. So you could see them go another way next draft. Hiroshi Tanaka, the pitcher from TCU. Caden Lockwood, UNC starting pitcher. And then catcher, the backup catcher from Vandy, Steven Sturbridge. Well, they kind of split time, so I would say backup. Going on to Seattle. J-Rod Castillo. They signed Julio Urias for a 7 ERA last year, which is kind of interesting. They did bring back Teoscar. Got McCutch. No, that's not what I wanted. Campbell. Taylor Connard. He was pitcher, I believe, TCU. Got me, two-way. Carlos Sanchez Jr., the defensive third baseman from Vandy. Braden Bilek. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. All right, into Texas we go. Triple Crown winner last year. 21 wins, 2.26 ERA, and 246 strikeouts. There's Jack Griffin, the center field, another outfielder for TCU. Played in the corners because Westbrook didn't have any secondaries. Kellen Wilder, I want to say he played for Vandy. I'm pretty sure. All right, we're on the Braves now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. The fact, holy 90s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 90 pluses in Atlanta. Yuji Matsumoto. Hold up. I forgot. Minter. Lee. There we go. Garcia. This dude was playing in the World Series last year. Didn't even know who he was. They also had probably one of the best hitting prospects from the last draft, Bamba Sorta. Dude just hits tanks. Then you got Simon Wells. Relief pitcher from UConn, Cameron Mitchell. The Marlins They also have a lot of depth in pitching. What did Arias hit? 302? That's surprisingly low. Leonard Scroggs, UNC prospect. Isaiah baseball player, the shortstop. Another UNC pitcher, Seong Kim Park. And then second baseman, Andrew Tate from UNC. On to the Mets. Oops. Another scary team. Oh, that's right. Scherzer. Oh no, Scherzer didn't retire. He's here. Verlander didn't either. They're just not as dominant. These top four are very good, but the depth on this team is kind of lacking. What did Brett Beatty do last year? 271, 10 home runs. Nice. Hold up. I want to see one other player. Alright, you're getting a little boost. There we go. Alvarez last season hit 208 with 7 home runs. Danny Vegas, the GOAT. Messiah Gates, TCU, shortstop, second baseman, outfielder. I'll be a good addition to the squad. A little short to play the outfield. Lucas Anderson was the catcher at TCU, I want to say. What do you mean? Not right now. Maybe later. Cristobal Crayons. Interesting dude. Vandy made reliever. International free agent. Signed by Fitz. Sora Miyazaki could definitely be the best international free agent signing. Ooh, I missed the Rangers international free agent signing. Where is he? I could have sworn the Rangers had one. Am I tripping? Oh, yeah, they did. He was just older. There he is. Hidemi Uehara. Continuing. Did sign. Let's check out the free agents they signed to. Jordan Montgomery, 2.54 ERA last season. Adalberto Mondesi, 2.08, 5 home runs, 13 stolen bases. Paul DeYoung, not great last year. Chris Archer had a 4.45 ERA for them. Headed Trevor May, 10 innings, keep up 10 runs. Eduardo King with the ace from TCU. Robert Hassel was involved in that Soto trade. James Wood also in that Soto trade, I believe. Same with Elijah Green. Brady Huffs, I think, was in-house. Craig Morehart, the LSU outfielder. I believe he was a reliever for Vandy. And then catcher, LSU. Now we're on to the Cubs. Their first round selection was Babe Ahmed. Remember that one. They did sign Reese Hoskins in free agency. I also got Kirsch, which is kind of funny. 2.65 ERA last year for Kirsch. Signed Jordan Hicks. Not bad. Drew Pomeranz struggled last year, but got him as well. PCI. I'm excited for PCI IRL. I think he's going to be so good. Here's the LSU number 2. He was behind Oliver Watson, who is considered to be the number 1 pitching prospect. Brady Harrison, third baseman from UNC, very underperformed last year, in my opinion, for what I was expecting from him. Fan favorite, Danny Vegas. Just rakes against righties. Not much against lefties, though. I don't miss anyone from that team today, no. Bricker managed to get Dylan Cease. Pitched for Cincinnati in all but one game last year at a 3.86. Ellie, 192, 17 home runs. Might have to go in and adjust that a little bit because he's better than that. Handy sticky substance. He was a junior at Vandy. He's a defensive shortstop for sure. Puts the ball in play. Traded back in the draft and still got their guy. Malik Morales, the 3 at LSU. Santiago is a center fielder for UConn. Played alongside Houston draft Mateo Rodriguez and Kai Yamamoto, which I'm not sure where he is exactly. I know I did want to draft him, but he was on my board. The Brewers. Brewers went off in international free agency. Let me tell you. They got like 4 dudes. I had a good draft too, getting 2 user players, Bobby Blaze being one of them. One of the best hitters in college last season. And then the knuckleballer, Mike Tamaro, who got hurt early in the season, missed most of the season. So he's a question mark. If they hit on Tamaro, though, that's going to be a very good off-season for them. Despite not getting many free agents, and I don't know if they've lost any like major guys to free agency. Here we go with our first international, Leonardo Mendoza. And then these guys are both draft picks. Daniel Thompson, I want to say, was left field for LSU, and Montgomery was TCU. Oh, I skipped over Reyes Mingo, another international. Yeah, so I think you're good. Natalio Ramos. And Christian Mejia. And then here we are with the Pirates, who had the first pick in the draft. Let's see here. We get to have a look at Dylan Cruz and Denzel Walkman, both of who went to the Pirates. Henry Davis on the verge of being MLB ready. Here's the first overall pick. Not much power on him, that's his weakness, but had very good contact. He's a 4-tool guy, really. Maybe 3 if take away the, say he doesn't have the arm. But a good fielder. Can do it pretty much all. He hit for power in college. There's Dylan Cruz, the LSU outfielder. Had an injury that sidelined him at the end of the season last year. Caspian Reynolds, the second baseman from TCU. Now, St. Louis. Don't know where this guy came from, but he might have been like a CPU draft pick. Definitely make the pros. Frank got hose? Yeah. TCU shortstop, I want to say. Kurt Cartman, LSU reliever. Now to Arizona. Corbin Carroll at 230 with 19 home runs last year. They had Blake Trinan in free agency. Struggled last year, didn't pitch much though. Chase Vines, free agent last year that they picked up, had a 4.61 ERA. It wasn't bad. They also signed Gary Sanchez, who didn't play in the MLB last year. AAA Mad Bum. Johnny Bench, their first round pick last year. He's a catcher. Played DH at UConn. But can most certainly catch. We got starting pitcher Arlo Prescott from UNC. And the long reliever Seamus O'Callahan from LSU. Stephon Hurling, the LSU catcher. He came in after the starter got hurt. Oh, my Rockies. We don't have any star power. That's my problem. Got Ryan McMahon, all-star last year, hit 275, 23 bombs. Brendan Rodgers, 254, 9 home runs. Chris Bryant, 260, 22 home runs, not bad. Daniel Bard, 338 ERA. Gallo, free agent signing, who I'm hoping will blossom in Coors because he's a power hitter. Jimmy Nelson, 2.58 ERA from Jimmy Nelson, good free agent signing by me. Herman Marquez. That's where we struggle pitching. Free agent signing here. 3.19 ERA from Edwards. Also picked up Will Smith from Texas. Had a 1.33 last year. And Jose Alvarez, a 1.68 from Detroit. Got Michael Givens is back in Colorado. Picked up Archie Bradley, who didn't pitch in the majors. And picked up Ben Gamble. Traded for Joe Adele last year. Freebird, the draft pick, he's a third base pitcher. Tommy LaStella from the Mariners. Signed Ryan Brazier, who had a 2.6 last year. This is a international free agent, Areola. Jackson Anderson, third baseman from TCU last year. This is the other international free agent picked up by the Rockies. Tino Cross, outfielder from UNC, didn't play much last year, emerged at the end of the season. LSU starter Logan Smith. And Xander Slavin, catcher for UNC after Garfunkel got hurt. Moving on to the Dodgers. Who the heck got Kai Yamamoto? Did I not make him? The Rays. Wow, I just completely forgot to make Yamamoto. Alright, I'll do that after this stream. Alright. Brandon Crawford, the addition from San Fran. Adam McIntyre. LSU, he played left field last year, but he could play anywhere in the infield or outfield. UConn pitcher Devin Wolf. LSU pitcher, the 6'7" lefty, Luke Faisad. You know, I'll just make Yamamoto on stream at the end. Very different look as they lost Hader. The bullpen is not as scary. Oops. The San Diego shortstops drafted the UConn shortstop. The Yukon closer also joined them. And lastly, San Diego. Loaded up on relievers in this draft. First, they got Nathan Brooks, the Vandy closer. And they got Rick Roy, who stepped into the closer role at Vandy when Brooks got hurt. A long reliever from UNC, Greg Budo. And Vandy's number 2 or 3, Ethan Sinclair. Yeah. Oh, that's why. I was like, why can't I make him a lefty?